Welcome back to Big John and Friends. Guys, today we're going to share a little bit about our bunny rabbit. Her name is Marshmallow, Marshy for short. I am cleaning out her cage right now, as you can see, with the vacuum cleaner. And when I do this, I have a cat carrier with her safety blankie in there. And so I put her in there because the vacuum cleaner is loud and it makes her really nervous. And so putting her in here and putting her somewhere where she can't hear it really helps her to feel safe and secure. And so I do that anytime that I clean or do work in her cage. So I was, the pellets that are in the bottom here, a pine pellet, it's like sawdust, like compressed into a pellet. They're wonderful. They mask smell really well, and they absorb, and they're just so clean. They're wonderful. So I put those in the bottom of her litter box, and then a good quality grass hay is what she loves. She's only been here less than 3 weeks, and she's already almost completely litter box trained. I did order some new of these trays. I found them on Amazon. I didn't realize that I could order new ones. These ones have definitely seen better days. She was due for water. I absolutely love glass water bottles. I have used plastic ones. I have used dishes, but the glass ones are by far the best. They hold up. They're good, such good quality, and you get what you pay for. So after you move things around in the cage and stuff, the rabbit will usually get very curious about everything, checking out where everything is, checking out their new hay. And I wanted to let her back in here to do this because after being here for about 3 weeks, she's almost completely litter box trained. She uses the litter box so well. And so I was keeping her in this very small enclosure as she gets used to using the litter box. And then I have a playpen that I set up, and so I wanted to set up the playpen today. Rabbit chewing is probably one of the cutest things I've ever seen. So as she adjusts to her new cage, I'm setting the playpen up, and I was trying to think of like the best way to go about it. She will only be in here for supervised time. Her litter box will need to be in here, and eventually we'll add toys, tunnels, fun things for her to do in here. It's a great source of like enrichment so they don't get bored. But for now, it's just simply her cat carrier with the hideaway so that she can feel safe if she needs to. If something scares her, she has her safe place to run into. And then I had a tray, and then I put her litter box on that. But right now, it's just simple things. As she gets used to it, you can see she's very cautious, taking her time, sniffing everything, checking things out. This is the first time that she has been out of her cage, except for if we're holding her. So she is definitely checking out everything. Unfortunately, I was so hoping to get a video of her doing a binky, because bunnies will run and do this hop thing in the air, especially when they have a big area where they can do it. But she was very curious about everything. She doesn't like to be held that much, but she loves to be petted, and she does like human companionship. It's really sweet. Most bunnies don't really like to be held that much. And so she's honestly a very fun pet. I would never buy a rabbit for a child because they just require a little bit more care, and they're not as cuddly as a dog or a cat. They're a little more free-spirited, if I can put it that way. But she's a wonderful pet, and the kids absolutely adore her. Here she had gotten a lot more curious, a lot more comfortable. I'm hoping by tomorrow, when I let her out, as she gets used to it, she'll be more and more apt to do adorable bunny-like things, and we can keep adding things to keep her busy and for her to enjoy. Eventually, her cage will need to be bigger. Right now she's tiny, and so this little playpen and a smaller cage will work. But as she gets bigger, she'll need a bigger cage, and her area will expand. And also, as she uses the litter box better and better, because she gets better and better at it every day, You can set up the litter box and actually open up whole rooms for her. But I like to do all of that supervised, just because there's so many things that rabbits can get into that they're not supposed to. Cords, baseboards, all kinds of things. So when they're out and about, I like to keep them supervised and start with small areas at a time. Some slow motion action of Marshmallow being Marshmallow. I was reading that a very small amount of spinach is good for bunnies. Too much, and it has actually a lot of calcium in it, which can really mess with their digestive system. So I decided to see if she likes it and just give her one leaf. And as you guys can see, she was definitely a big fan. I've owned rabbits since I was 9, and I have enjoyed a lot of different breeds, but Holland Lops are by far my favorite. They're very, very sweet, very sociable, and a lot of fun to have, and I love their small size. And with that, Marshie says, thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next one.